Good morning, everybody.
Happy Monday!
Happy Monday. Hi, good morning. It's great to see you guys again. Thank you for joining us. We just want to say
Happy
hey.
Monday.
How
Spring break
are
has
you?
begun. Spring break has begun.
It has. And again,
Lots happening.
not ready. But we'll make it up as I go.
I feel like Monday is already taking too long.
Oh, jeez. I need ideas. If anybody has ideas of what to do with these kids, because I'm so on the back end of it. I didn't plan.
What about how to curb the appetite?
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to Target later.
I didn't do that yet either. But, boredom makes everybody eat a lot. So, a lot of extra trips to the grocery store. So we titled today, make room for living the life you deserve.
Yes, get some space.
But,
to be fabulous.
Can we just start by talking about our day yesterday?
Yes.
First of all, I'm Stacy, author and founder of A Stoic Life. And this is
author and founder of Crisada.
I founded you.
This is Crisada. What am I? It's your time. Find me on Facebook. It's your time. I'm a psychotherapist. Mm-hmm. And here we are.
Yeah, so we managed to have this awesome Girls' Day as well as Self-Care Day yesterday that was just beyond necessary. It was just everything.
Not just talking about it, being about it.
Exactly. Like, we can't just keep, spewing all this stuff and encouragement on you if we're not living it ourselves, right? So, it actually was very fortuitous how it worked out, even.
And it just works out, ladies. Don't stress. It just works. I mean, look, no, don't get me wrong. We have to push and fight for a time to actually, do it. She kept reminding me, like, hello, we have to get this spotted. I'm like, yeah. Weeks are going by. Mm-hmm. And then finally, we're like, no, we're booking it now.
Yep.
And we're going to do it. And I didn't really believe that she was going to get a whole day in the city, because it's a whole day.
Yeah. So how it even started was I bought this gift for my husband, and he was all weird about getting massages, so he said, I don't want that. And I was like, okay, I have no problem making use of that. So, and actually, it was him. It was him like, you know what, you guys plan a day. Maybe you and Crisada could do something. And I was like,
that's right.
That would be awesome.
That's right.
Thank you for thinking of
right.
us. Mind you, that does not happen all the time. So I'm like, God, you know what you're doing. And so I kept nudging her, like, go buy the Groupon or whatever. And you know how it is. Like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then one day after one of our Monday showings, then we were just like, we have to do it right now. We have to go on the computer and just set it up. And so she bought the Groupon, and then I was like, okay, that's it. And then she's like, no, book it right now. Let's put it in our calendars. Let's agree and set this date.
Call it in, make the appointment, let's go. Because then we have to do it.
Yeah, it's booked, it's scheduled. Now we have to start talking in that direction, preparing everybody involved. So, it's not just us. Mm-hmm. I had to start preparing my husband. Hey, so I'm going to be gone for a Sunday, right? You're home.
A day.
And around maybe 11, but it's the city, so it might a day. Like, we don't know. Let's not try to be like, you have to be back by 5 or don't do that. Just, you got this. Mm-hmm. Preparing everybody. And it didn't just happen once or twice. It happened, remember that date that I scheduled? Like, so this is what's going to happen. And then I'm preparing food for everybody, preparing the kids. Like, I'm not going to be here, so just plan to hang out with Daddy. And we got to do some, strategic things to make sure everything's in place and intact and they can be solo.
Even getting to church, which service you're going to get to, how much you're going to be able to get done, what you're not going to be able to. Soccer, no, not today. And just working around all of that. Like, and I was out late the night before and I wasn't expecting that. And then I was like, well, it was Palm Sunday. I got to go to church. Couldn't get up.
Oh, jeez.
So, all these things to make it happen.
Yeah.
And
so
then,
it wasn't just
that traffic and all that.
It wasn't easy. We were actually really late for our appointment. Like, it almost didn't happen. But we were intentional. We made it, we planned, and we put action to that plan. We, organized everything and then got on the road.
Ends up being a beautiful day, like the best day in New York.
The best day for it. Like everybody was out, like it was summertime, walking around. It was like
nice,
perfect weather, and I'm like, I love it. I love. Mind you, it was just indulgent. Mine was 80 minutes of just massage, like 80 minutes of this lady just rubbing out all the kinks that you didn't even notice were there because you're powering through every day. And it was necessary. Like I was so relaxed. Once you get in there, it's just this relaxed atmosphere. And yeah, the spa we went to was in Soho. But it was very, very, very nice. Mm-hmm. So what had you pushing to schedule the appointment was your husband.
Yes.
Not telling you to do it. But
so this is a spa that we know. So I put her on to take her husband because they were going to be in the city, and I know. So sometimes you don't want to just go pick somewhere based on Yelp. You want to ask somebody. So we went to the spa many times ago because he's in the city a lot. He pops in every so often. But now he was going to the gym. He was having some kinks. He went like 3 weeks in a row, just like jumped in after work, and I was like, what? How is this happening? And we can't set up one day.
But you didn't even know it was happening at first.
No.
He was just going.
I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. I was going to the spa. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Must be nice. And that's where that, kind of hating, like, must be nice for you to be able to do that. But he wasn't asking permission to go take care of himself.
But he didn't have to set up no kids, figure out, think about, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have all that to do.
Exactly, but
pick up the wallet.
Oh, jeez.
Pick up his wallet. Y'all, that's an inside joke.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all will hear about it later.
But, okay, yes, we have all these extra things to do, but we still gotta make it a priority to do.
Yes.
It's just
and maybe not make it such a big deal. We just gotta go.
Yeah. Set your course, honestly. Like for me, she was thinking, okay, yeah, we planned this date, but it's probably gonna fall through because we know my life.
Yes.
And I have 3 kids, and I
kids
have a nursing
younger.
1-year-old, and just a lot going on that requires me to be here and around all the time.
Yeah, you know how it is when your kids are younger.
Exactly.
And you're
Activities
nursing.
and just a lot of things. And I have 3 of them, so even just finding a babysitter on a regular basis for 3 kids is difficult.
Even getting your friend, your mama, it's 3 kids. It's like,
do I feel up to
how
that
long did you
right now? Yeah, maybe on a time schedule.
It's not easy, but it must be done.
Yeah. So you set the course, like be intentional, right? So we bought the thing, we booked it right away, and we just started preparing, speaking it out, moving things according to plan. And honestly, once we decided on that course, things lined up for us. So yes, we were able to be gone for a whole day to just enjoy and indulge. And even there was a period without phone access. 2 hours. No phone.
Yeah, we gotta turn off. You have to. It's
and I was
awesome.
I was thinking like, no, what if something happens? What? 2 hours, Stace. They'll be okay. He's done this before. They will figure it out. And even if he had texted you and you couldn't respond right away, you'll respond when you get back to your phone. And everybody will be alive and okay.
And they were. And it was a lot more than 2 hours. We were gone for, 2 hours without phone access.
Right.
Was it a little more than?
Yeah, it's about that. And just enjoying that, like being in your own head, not on social media, not worrying about texting back to somebody who's not here. Being present in that moment and enjoying company, and it was everything.
Because I was even thinking of us checking in with you guys in our robes and all that, and I was like, no, we're gonna be present. We're not doing that.
Let's just enjoy this.
Yes,
for a moment.
just completely unplug and chill. Because I was really thinking about that. And I was like,
it was necessary, guys. So I really want to encourage you guys to do it. And we got actually boosted from one of the ladies that was in the locker room. And she was just
some nice ladies.
Yeah, she was saying one lady was her first time, while the other one on the other end was like, oh yeah, this is a regular for me. She's like, I started when I was pregnant?
Pregnant. They had prenatal massages there.
Which I wish I had known about. And so she started when she was pregnant, and she's like, it helps so much. And she's like, then it turned into post-care, prenatal care turned into post-care. So she's making it like a regular occurrence after she delivered. And then she's like, no, I just make sure I come here twice a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And she had her own like robe that was in there,
Yes.
and they called her by name. Like, I was like, oh my goodness.
If only to be you.
But she was just like, no, that she made it a priority. Like, this is on the top of to care for herself in that way, to relieve these, you know, stressors that we carry around like we have to, like we're soldiering on to a battle.
I'm with that fight.
No.
It's whack.
No.
But, you know, if the spa we went to, we'll check them out. If they want to give us a sponsorship, we'll be more than gladly to share with you.
Yes. Anything, honestly.
The name of the spot.
You're a mess.
Why not? But it was great, and she is living her life like it's golden, and so do we need to.
Pretty much. So in light of that experience, and in light of just what this season means, this springtime, now that we experienced that weather, got outside, fresh air, like that's a priority for me this week with the kids being home, is just to get outside as much as possible.
Please stop and take a walk for lunch. Take a walk around. Spring is everything. I know this weather's up and down, especially in New York. We don't really know where you guys are, but the sun, your body's like, oh, finally, sun.
After the winter and the dry out and
I
being
love
cramped
this
indoors.
Stuff. I went out for a little walk this morning. I was so happy to finally get back out walking. It's so nice.
It is nice out today.
And to stretch and just walk and
definitely will. Lori, she's like, where'd you go? I will send it to you. Don't worry. But yeah, we just want to talk about another part of the spring aspect of it. We don't like to talk about it. Well, let's relabel it, right? Okay, instead of spring cleaning, let's focus on, you know, declutter. Let's focus on one area at a time, right? There are projects that we would like to tackle
that are so daunting.
I know. But let's start. I'm not saying clean out a whole floor. I'm not saying,
even though it needs to be cleaned up,
right? My basement's off limits right now.
My basement is
Start with one thing at a time in your immediate space. One thing that you know it's been on your back of your mind. It keeps coming up in the back of your mind. It's honestly taking up mental space. For me, that last week mail is a problem for me. Like all the mail and paperwork that comes every day. And I'm like, I can't open this today. And so it just piles up, and it ends up shoved in a drawer or in a cabinet somewhere in a box. And I just sat there one afternoon after a nap. Had a nap.
After a nap.
And I went through piece by piece, tossing out. And I found things that were actually important that I opened right at that moment that needed to be handled. And I was like, oh, perfect. And I went through and cleared out this box of mail. And it was just like, wow.
How good did that feel?
Wow. I felt lighter. Literally lighter.
Literally.
And I'm like, okay, there's more stuff like that. Like recently we had cleaned, the last break we cleaned out under the beds of my kids, and like I had somebody come in and help like do me with the spring cleaning because there was a lot that needed to be done.
Yes,
and
don't be a hero. We need help.
Ask for help. Hire help. There's people and just willing and ready to help.
And they do this stuff real well.
Yeah,
like that's their thing.
Like you're struggling, they just bang it out. And I'm like, yes. And I could breathe easier in my space, and it opens up that creative aspect of it because you're not worried about what you have to do. No, you can actually think of okay, creatively, like what would I like to do? What things, creative expressions have I been ignoring? Have I been ignoring like for me, it would be writing. Have I been ignoring my writing? It actually opens up space for creative ideas. Going for walks does that well too because you're out in nature, and it just opens you up.
But we were talking last week about stress and how stress affects us. Mm-hmm. And these things, believe it or not, stresses us out. It's just more things piled on top of each other. So you're looking at the mail, you're looking at it in the corner of your eye and side eyeing it. But you're stressed out about that because you don't want that mail piling up.
Yeah, and it's you that's going to have to go through
right.
it.
So when you finally sit down and go through that, that's one less thing on your head. That's one less stressor. That feels so good. So think about that when you're cleaning. When you're about to tackle it.
You made a good point. Talk about it. Talk to yourself.
Yes. We were talking about self-talk, which is so important. It is vital.
We talk to ourselves anyway.
You should. But the negative talk is loud. I have no time to clean all of that up, or I need like a 2 weeks vacation to get it done. Because that's never going to happen. That's me. I'm always like, I'm telling you, if I just get a full day, if nobody's here, I'll just get everything done. And blah, blah, blah. But it just doesn't happen like that. So if you do a little, before you know it, it's done.
Yep.
And that's just one less stress. So when you're about to tackle it, these are the kind of things you want to say to yourself. I will be more organized. I will feel freer. The space will be clear. It'll be closer to my goal of what I want it to be.
Yeah.
This is what you're talking about. Not, oh my God, I hate this stuff.
Yeah.
I can't make
Why
this
I gotta
mess.
do this.
It's not where we want to be.
Defeating thoughts. Those are defeating
It really
thoughts.
is. And it's going to be harder to get through the pile.
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to think positively about it. Like, once I get this done, this will be so great.
I'll feel so much better.
Yes. First of all, I'm so proud of you for even tackling it.
Yes.
Let's do this. And pat yourself on the back.
For real.
And then you have a little Snicker, a Kit Kat, some ice cream,
yourself.
to treat yourself after. Yes, you have to treat yourself. Nobody else is they're not gonna thank you for the great way you paddled away the mail. They might not. But you need to
You're doing it for you.
Encourage yourself, praise yourself, thank yourself. And then slowly you'll get more energy to tackle the next thing. And then that wasn't that bad. Because all of a sudden it doesn't seem that bad.
Yes. And like, not only cleaning, guys, I'm even thinking about those projects that you've had in the back of your mind. For me, I've been slacking. Like, I've been in my house a few years now, and I've just done like the bare minimum in decorating. Okay. And so it's like always in certain rooms, I'm like, oh, I could use so much more there. And I have an idea and I either don't write it down or I don't act on it. And it's just like, it's bothering me because I know I still need to do these things. And I want my area, like everything around me, I want to beautify it. I want it to be representative of visually appealing things, like what I want it to look like, that says my personality and it's my home, right? So I'm like, okay, one of the projects that I'm tackling this spring is my bathroom. I want certain pictures on the wall. I wanted to put some shelving, and it's a small enough area that I'm not feeling overwhelmed by it as a project, right? And I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna start looking on Target, online, or let me stop shouting out places.
Right.
But different stores, and just allow myself to think about what this project, just this area, so that I don't get overwhelmed. Like, I gotta do the whole house,
exactly,
and it's gonna take forever. And I'm like, no, but if I do the bathroom, I'll be inspired to do another area and another area.
Yes.
And just to see that completed project, I'm like, yeah, no doubt about it. I'm starting there, and it's getting done for me. So I definitely want to encourage you guys to pick
Tracy,
that project.
Let's go. You're doing your kitchen. You want to see grandma? She's doing her bathroom.
Yep. And just get started. We can do this, like, little by little, and don't get overwhelmed. The moment you start feeling that tense, maybe back away from it a little bit, because that's not what we're going for. Yes, we got to go to Home Goods. True story. But we're just trying to avoid that feeling of overwhelm. That's not what we're going for. We're going for what is going to feed our spirit. What's going to make us feel lighter. And any sort of scenically appealing place lifts your mood.
Yes.
It's proven. That's why you go outside and you see flowers blooming, and along with the fresh air and sun.
It feels so good. So when you're at work or when you have a free time, you go and, we have a lot of stuff online. We got these full baskets full of stuff that we haven't pulled the trigger on. So you want to go back. There'll be lots of sales and stuff this week. Start looking. That'll encourage you too. Like, oh, I can get this for the bathroom. Oh, this is really cute. And if you start seeing things on sale that'll match up, that'll encourage you too.
Yeah.
That thing comes in the mail. You're like, this is going to look so good in here. And then slowly get to it. But you say to yourself, in 2 weeks, my kitchen is going to be clean. My bathroom is going to have... So let's give a date and let's keep ourselves accountable.
Yeah, and little by little. Even if it's just a piece here and a piece there in that week time, it doesn't have to be all one shopping trip, and don't get discouraged because it's not done at one time. Just pace it. This is your only... Just focus here. This is all we're doing right now for these next 2 weeks, and we're getting this project done. And we can do this. We can do it. And all I'm aiming for is just that feeling at the end.
Yes.
That feeling, I feel lighter. My space is clearer. It's whatever the project is that is going to clear room in your brain. Get on it.
You're literally able to breathe in better, clearer.
So true.
And that's one less thing.
I'm telling you, that mail, I didn't realize how heavy it was on me. And after that, I was just like, wow, I'm so productive. This is awesome. It's like a boost. Yes. It's such a boost.
And sometimes you come up with a better way of how to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, going forward now, I'm going to do it right away.
Yes.
Get the mail,
I'm going to have the
rip
shredder
it out,
right here.
And just
I'm going to just get this over with. And sometimes it doesn't happen, but it'll be a much better process.
Yeah, and you have it in mind. So, okay, you're going to get used to this new habit you're trying to create.
And at the end of the day, it's in order for us to have less stress, less tension. Because that's what it is. As soon as we walk in, you start looking around. Oh my God, this isn't done. That isn't done. That isn't done. This isn't done. And it's literally weighs on you. And we want to get lighter.
Yep.
Open the window. In my bedroom this morning. I was like, oh yes, air coming in. It's so fabulous.
Yep.
Let's do it.
And so, that's why when we talk about making room, when our spaces are clear, our head is clear, and we are making room, getting rid of the things we don't want, because clearly it's cluttered and piled up because we're not using it. It's just taking up space in our lives and in our brain.
Yes.
And we're blocking the new things that we actually do want from coming in. So that's what, honestly, think about it. It's in your spirit. It's going to come to you. So you clean out that space and you make room for the things you want to come to you.
Yes.
You want wealth to come to you. You want happiness to come to you. You want these good things in life to just gravitate to you. Good morning, Althea. How are you?
If you want it to come, say you want it to come.
You make room. That just reminds me of the story Steve Harvey told about this old car that he had parked at his mom's house. Did you? Yeah. So she kept reminding him, like, the car wasn't working anymore. It was just parked. And she's like, when are you going to get that car out of here? When are you going to get... And he's like, yeah, I'll get it. And he was trying and working hard for a new car. And she just kept nudging him, like, get that car out of here. And he asked, why are you so worried about this car? And she's like, it's blocking. It's literally holding up the space that your new car could be going into.
Literally.
Just stagnant, stuck there. And you see it every time and you can't work with it. And it's just there. Blocking.
You're not making room for it.
Exactly. And he said once he finally got it out of there, I think within a week's time or something like that, don't quote me, his new car was right there. And it's just like, come on, guys.
Make space.
Yes. Make space. Physically, mentally, spiritually. And honestly, once we clear that space and we can see it, our minds start to create that new reality, that new thing that we want.
Yes.
Right?
So maybe you want to write your list of what you want. Like, I want nicer looking bedroom. I want to be more organized. I'm always trying to be more organized with the kids. Always like tweaking something. So maybe you want to write a list of how you want it to look. You know, we're big on the vision boards. So that too, just kind of seeing what it is that your main goal of how you want it to look.
Yep.
And then snipping away at it.
Yeah.
But that self-talk about
throughout the whole process.
I'm gonna get it. I'm
Good
gonna have it.
morning, Steffi. I'm so glad you joined us. She said she's finally able. Why? Is it because it's spring break and you're home? Well, we love it. Thank you so much for jumping on and joining us. We're talking about making room
in your brain,
decluttering your life to make room, honestly, in your mental space for the things you want to come.
I don't think you realize how much things in your brain.
Yeah.
How much decisions.
Yeah. And we carry it. We carry it every single day. If it's on the back of your mind, it's on your mind.
It's on your mind.
It's so taking up room that is needed for other things.
Once you physically start cleaning out, mentally you'll be cleaning out. Spiritually you'll be cleaning out. You just be cleaning out.
Yeah.
We want everything to be free and clean and how we want it to be.
Exactly. So that's my project for the next week or two, is my bathroom decorating and maybe one of the cluttered areas downstairs. Let us know what you have on your radar that you're trying to power through and get through.
I'm trying to narrow it down.
No. See, don't get overwhelmed. Yeah. Like she said, make a list and then start with one. And don't look at the list. Just the one thing until you can get it off there.
Because I have a few.
Don't we all? But yeah, it's spring break here. I know some other, depending on where you are, other people had it last week or they have it the week after this. And for a lot of us that celebrate Easter, Easter's coming up, so we're preparing for that too.
My favorite Holy Week.
Yes. And so just get your expectations up, people. Don't start settling for subpar because you don't feel like dealing with certain things. No. Keep your mind's eye on the life you want.
Yes.
Keep it in front of you.
Don't settle.
No, we're not settling this year. We're not settling anymore. Like, that season is over. So get your expectations up. Start visualizing. Start imagining what it would look like. Let's say you want a new car. What would it feel like inside that new car? Start honestly daydreaming about these things. The imagination wasn't meant for little kids. That's why God gave it to us.
What? Imagination is everything. Please don't discount it.
Yes.
Please
it'll lift you up out of that little, whatever reality is saying this is your norm. No, it's not my norm. It's temporary. No. It's temporary. I'm not stuck in a down
your
season.
Imagination, be intent about your imagination. Just like, I was thinking. Exactly. No, just really, how do I really want this to be?
Seriously. Yes, Tracy, you're so right. We need to believe and expect and keep our expectations high and up. Because, the universe is ready to give us what we are willing to believe we're worthy of. Do you believe you're worthy?
Step a little bit.
If you believe you're worthy for it, you'll be willing to ask for it. You'll be willing to believe for it and start working in that direction. So you're worthy of it. Don't settle, people. And that's what we want to encourage you with this week. Definitely let us know what you're working on, what you have on your radar. And also, I posted last week asking what days work for you guys as far as a local meetup, whether it's on Long Island or NYC, and what days of the week. We're usually pretty flexible, but on Wednesdays and Saturdays are our consistent days that we would love to meet up with you guys. So let us know what works, and we're gonna get that orchestrated hopefully within the coming months. And we'd love to just meet up with you guys and foster new friendships through this group.
And the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, we have a new YouTube channel, Mercy Over Judgment Mom Talks. So definitely subscribe. I'll share that later. And share this, guys. Share it, like, comment. We love interacting with you guys. And this group that we're building, it's so amazing. We just love that, we're fostering this environment, this community of mothers supporting each other. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of it.
We want to know what's going on with that
I'm going to check in with you next week.
Want to know.
And I will probably be posting a picture now. I have to. Yeah, I'll post a picture. Before and after. They're coming. All right. Love you guys. Have an awesome week and enjoy this break. I'm on break too.
Enjoy the weather.
Enjoy the weather.
I'm not on break.
Have a good week, guys. Love you. Bye.